On November 1st and 2nd, a coup of a group of army generals led by General Duong Van Minh. He was a former military advisor to President Diem. He had been in exile in Thailand. He was Big Min. Two generals with the last name of Min. I don't believe they were related. Anyway, the president, Diem, his brother, were seized, and a couple or 3 days later their deaths were reported. Madame Ngo, who was on a speaking tour of the United States at the time, giving the Americans hell, saying our presence was not needed, our soldiers were animals, especially the SF. Probably true. She was in the United States at the time of the coup, otherwise she would be deep-sixed also. But she settled in Rhone, and eventually went to Paris, where, I think she still lives. A provisional government was created for Vietnam. Former Prime Minister Ngo Dinh Ngoc Tho was named Premier. Forget the flaps in the background. However, the real power was vested in the Council of Generals. Buddhist students and other political prisoners were released. A special mixed civilian army cabinet was formed, and we thought we were going to get down to the nitty-gritty of defeating the Viet Cong. The United States was very optimistic. They didn't particularly like the fact that they had a military junta. However, the United States government quite often accepts those things, as they do right now in South America, by saying the guy is a real SOB, but he is, at least, our SOB, and not somebody else's. 1964 to 65 to 66, all the way up to 1972, saw us rise and fall in South Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laos. And even by that time, 1964, 1965, I had begun to lose confidence in what we were trying to do over there. Most of us talked apple pie and flag, but being in the small hamlets, in the boonies, we were reporting officially, which was always killed in Bangkok, and unofficially when we could get somebody's ear back in the States, and that we had a snowball's chance in hell of stabilizing Vietnam, unless people started believing some of the things that we were trying to do. So that is just a thumbnail sketch of what the Diem government was all about.